Hey everybody, Todd here. I just had a real quick thought. I'm sitting in my office and I was thinking about your life, my life, and how the bigness of it, if you will. You know, we go through life, we have these great plans, and then we look back and we think, oh my goodness, my plans didn't work out. And so many of you know that I'm an author, that I write books. The last couple of years I haven't written books. I'm going to be getting back on that in a little bit. This next year, and but I wrote a book, my book called Rosemont, and this book, it's a fiction book, and really neat little story. But I realized that as I was writing or started to write it, I had kind of a general idea as to what this book was going to be, about what the story was going to be. I actually woke up in the middle of the night one night, and the idea came to me, and I started taking notes. I'm right at my bedside. But as I started writing this fiction book, and again, I'm mostly nonfiction writer, but as I was writing this story, just sort of the story develops and reveals itself to us as authors. If you read if any of you are authors that are fiction authors, you realize that you have kind of a general sense of how the whole story is going to go, potentially even the ending, but it isn't until you start writing the story that the story reveals itself to you. You don't actually write the story ends up writing itself. And so characters came out as I'm writing my book Rosemont, and I'll actually put a link if you want to grab it off of Amazon, you can. But the story, the characters revealed themselves to me as I was writing. And I had no idea certain characters were waiting in the wings for me to discover them as the story unfolded. And it was just an amazing thing. So you don't write a book, you write words that lead, actually you write letters that lead to words that lead to sentences, that lead to paragraphs, that lead to pages, that lead to chapters, and then ultimately to the unveiling and the revealing of the story. So how's this like your life? Well, it's like this. You kind of have a general plan as to what your life is going to be like, or what you want your life to be like. So, you know, many of us think in X number of years, I'm going to retire on a beach, drinking little fruity drinks with umbrellas. But yet very few people actually have that kind of retirement. And so what happens is, you know, we have, again, this general sense of how we want our lives to work out, but it's just like writing the story. We actually don't really see the end of our story until we look back. And so what this kind of revealed to me this morning as I was thinking about, you know, my book Rosemont and other books that I've written, is that I need to put more emphasis on today. I'm kind of the guy I'm a vision guy. I'm constantly thinking about next week, next month, next year, 10 years from now. I live in those kinds of worlds, but it really matters the word that I write today, the sentence that I write today, because it leads into the paragraph of this week, which leads into the page of this month, which leads into the chapter of this quarter, and the chapters combine, and all of a sudden in a year, I look back and go, oh my goodness, this is how my story revealed itself to me. And so my encouragement for you today is to concentrate on a letter, if you will. Concentrate on your word today. Concentrate on what God has placed in front of you, what you have in front of you. Because ultimately, Jordan Peterson says this, you don't have tomorrow, but what's right in front of you to do right now is the most important thing. So write your story. Let the story write itself in you. Let it reveal itself to you, and be present in the moment.